Well, good morning. It's November the 12th of 2024. I'm down at the Ozark Keystone Trail, the Lake Norfork section. I'm going to come in here and do the from the Norfork Dam up to Shoal Creek Rd. I did this a couple years ago, did a video of it, and filmed the whole thing every step of the way. And since then, the trail has changed it a little bit because of the storms this last spring. I think that people that may be familiar with it, it's going to look a little different this time around. And I won't film the whole thing this time. I'll probably try to just film pieces of it, keep this video instead of an hour or some. The first one was, I'll try and keep it down to around 30 minutes or so. So anyhow, we're here this morning and going to be getting ready to start. The trailhead is just off the road that goes over the Norfork Dam, just where you make the sharp right turn to go over the dam. That's where come off here, and right here on the left is where the trailhead is. So anyhow, I'm going to get started here and see how it goes today. See you in a few. Okay, the first section here is probably one of it's like all trails down here, it's rocky. This first section, for the first, maybe quarter of a mile, is really quite rocky. But once you get past that, it gets a little better. Let's see. It's 7:15 in the morning, so we're getting a nice early start. It's probably about 50 to 53 degrees out here right now. And feels good this morning. So I wanted to come update this section of the trail, I guess, on the videos, because of the fact that the first mile or so of it here, mile and a half, didn't really get much damage from the tornadoes this spring. But the last mile or so of it really did. And the cleanup crews have gone through, the trail crews have cleaned it, and it is open now. But I think you will see a little difference, because there's a lot of timber that used to stand alongside the trail that isn't standing anymore. Okay, well, you can see the start of the trail here. And one thing that will make it a little harder to track with is the leaves are all coming down. So everything is going to be leaf covered. You have to kind of watch for the trail a little bit sharper, and also with all the rocks, be a little bit more cognizant of your footing, because sometimes you can't see what is right below you. Okay, well, we're started. I'll turn the camera off here for a minute and catch you in a few. Okay, and just a little ways in, you come to this little service road here, and the trail just goes straight on across. Little road here, you can see a building down that way. But the trail goes straight ahead, so we'll head on across and keep on trucking here. I'll film it here for just a minute or so. All right. Now we're going to have a nice long stretch here that runs alongside the lake. There's some ups and downs, and some gentle grades, but they're kind of long in places, up and down. But anyhow, you can see it stretching ahead of us, and so I'll turn the camera off here and we'll keep watch for the blazes on the tree to make sure we're sticking to the trail under all the leaves, and we'll see you in just a few. Well, we've been trucking along the lake, and as you can see through the trees, we're down pretty close to the shoreline. Of course, with all the rain we had, the lake is up quite a bit. And as you look ahead here, why, you can see the trail winding its way through the trees. We've got a ways to go here. We're probably, quarter mile or so in, or I guess about a half mile probably by here. But anyhow, the trail continues to run along the lake, and up here we'll eventually cut back to the left and go around a cove. That's where a lot of the timber was starting back in that area. So that's where I'll probably get a little bit more film going and let you see what it looks like today versus those of you that knew it before. It probably does look a little different today. So anyhow, you can see the trail ahead of us here. I'll turn the camera off and catch you in a few. Okay, well, we made it along a big stretch of the lake. You can see it right out here to our right. And we're starting to angle back toward going around this cove. And we're starting to get into the area where we had a lot of deadfall from the tornadoes. And you can begin to see where they had to cut through here to get it where the trail was passable. And of course, we've had storms since then, and it's brought some additional stuff down, but nothing big that I've seen. So that's a good thing. I'll leave the camera on here for a couple of minutes. We'll see what else we come across here. You can get a good shot here across the lake. And again, it's up quite a ways because of all the rain we had. I think I saw that November is now in the top 5 wettest Novembers with all the rain we had. So we have made up for lost time on the moisture this year. And here it's only the 12th of November. So we're going to have, I'm sure, a few more opportunities to add to those totals. Okay, well, you can see the trail ahead for a ways. I'll shut the camera off here a little bit, catch you in a few. Okay, thought I'd start the camera here. We're back in another section here that had some deadfall. You can see where they've come in and cleared it out. Well, at least they got the blades on the tree pointing the right direction, heading back the other way. Definitely still wet back in here from the rain about 4 or 5 days ago. Hasn't dried out much. Leaves are really wet. You know, watch your footing just a little bit, because they will slide with you. Okay, well, we got through that area. I think I'll set the camera off for a while and catch you in a few. Okay, well, been working our way down the trail here toward the cove crossing. A lot of down timber that I've gone through that they've cleared away. And as we get close to where we'll cross the cove, thought I'd turn the camera on and let you see some more of what they had to go through. I don't know if the lake is high because of all the rain. I don't know. We'll see what the cove crossing looks like. The only bad thing about this trail today that I would say is there was a section a little further back where they'd cut through a lot of down timber. And it wasn't the down timber that made it slow going, it was that it was on enough of a side hill with the mud still hadn't dried and the rocks and the wet leaves, and you had to be pretty careful with your footing. Other than that, once you got past that section, I mean, it's still very rocky, as you can see. So, but other than that, it hasn't been particularly hazardous. I don't know, looking at the cove here, I may not be able to get across the cove. Or you can, if I don't get over there, you can see the other hillside over there. You can see all the timber that is down that they had worked their way through to get up the hill. We're going up here and see if there's a place to get across here without getting in too deep. Wow, not here. Okay, I'm going to set the camera off for a minute, work my way up a little and see what I find. See you in a few. You can see on the other side, there's the trail heading up. I just don't know about this here. I'm afraid that it's going to be pretty deep out there in the middle. And I don't see a good way to get upstream to cross any further up. Yeah. Let me get out here and see how deep this is. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so up there, it's up to my second notch, or my notch there. So that's already mid-calf. Yeah. Wow. And I don't know what's underneath there. Let me turn the camera off for a minute and think about this. I decided to pass on taking a bath in that cove this morning. I tried to gauge and get out as far as I could to see, and I'm guessing it's, you know, hip deep, maybe a little more out in the middle. And I don't remember exactly what the bottom was like there. I know there's some logs down there, different rocks. So I'm going to pass on that this morning and head back along the trail here, and then we'll have to come out another time and finish up that last piece maybe, just so you can see that trail over there now that it's been cleared. Anyhow, I'll shut the camera off for now. See you in a few. Okay. Since I couldn't make it through, or didn't want to make it through the high water at the cove crossing, I went around to Shoal Creek Rd and hiked down. There's a gate up the upper end of that you can't get through, and it's road's in pretty poor shape anyhow. So I parked up there and hiked down to the trail, and I've walked back in here to get close to where the cove is so that you can see I'm currently heading southbound on this, and you can see the trail in front of me going down toward the cove. It's angling down pretty well now, so we're getting down close to the end. I'm not going to go all the way to the end. I'm going to stop here. You can see the trail down that way, and you saw the cove from the other side. So I'm going to turn around and head back up and let you see that if you were used to this trail before, it's really different now. I'm going to turn the camera off here for a minute, work my way up a little, see you in a few. Okay, we're starting up the final climb up the hillside here. Okay, you can see ahead a little ways here, so I'll turn the camera off for a few minutes to catch you up top. I thought I'd pick it up here, made it up the grade there. the reason the damage was so severe up here. And you can see from the timber, the tornado, if I remember right from the Weather Service, pretty much came right down Shoal Creek Road. So on the trail on either side of Shoal Creek Road really got badly damaged. Then there was another small tornado that went through over by Sycamore Heights. Some of that area over there got pretty badly hit too. But this here is where I believe it was an F3, if I remember correctly. And you can see what they had to work through. But this trail is open now from the dam up here to Shoal Creek Road. The high water in the cove is a separate thing entirely. But if the water level goes down some, you'll be able to cross that easily. And you can come through this whole piece of trail here. Now the next segment of trail from Shoal Creek Road to Sycamore Highlands Trailhead, or Devil's Backbone it's also called, is not open yet, I don't believe. Again, a severely damaged section. And they've made progress on it, but it's still got a little ways to go. The third segment that was pretty badly damaged was from Sycamore Highlands up to George's Cove. And that one, again, is open. Last count I saw, there were 5 trees still down, but they were all passable. You can make it through them. So that trail is open and functional now. So I'm sure they'll be in there cleaning up the remainder of those trees at some point. You can see what this was like here just before we get to Shoal Creek Road. So, and here's the trailhead. And if you look over there at the other side, there's the trail going on up toward Sycamore Highlands. And they have got some of that open, but not all the way. And you can see some of what they had to deal with there. So anyhow, I've got enough to put together a video on this trail segment for you. So I'm going to shut this down, hike back up this old road to the car, call it a day. Have a good one.